Hey guys, welcome again to my channel. This is Bhavya Sharma here. I hope all of you are safe and doing well. Okay, so this video is gonna be the part 2 video of the series of basics of anatomy. Okay, so in this video we are gonna learn about the anatomical planes of the human body. So let's get into the video. Let's now thoroughly go through each of the planes with the help of diagrams and the written notes. We are already aware of the planes now, as we have already gone through the introduction. There are 3 in number: the coronal or the frontal, the sagittal or the lateral, and the axial or the transverse plane. So now we will be going through about their definition, the way they divide the body, and their movements, like the movements occurring in those particular planes when we see it in the human body. Okay, and then we will again go for the picture depiction and we will thoroughly read them from the pictures. So first one is going to be your coronal or the frontal. Okay, so what does coronal means is a vertical plane that runs from side to side. Okay, now how does it divides the body is it divides the body into anterior and posterior parts. Okay, just for now, just go through the definitions and then we will go through the diagrams and I will explain this in details. Then comes your second one, that is your sagittal, or which is also known as lateral plane. So this means this is also a vertical plane. Like the coronal one, the coronal plane, it is also a vertical plane. Okay, a vertical plane that runs from front to back. Okay, here it runs from side to side and here it runs from front to back. Then it divides the body into right and left halves. Okay, this is going to divide your body into right and left halves. Okay, and then the third one and the last one is your axial or transverse plane. The name already says transverse, so it will be, unlike the other two planes, it is going to be transverse or horizontal. Okay, it divides the body into upper and lower parts. This is all about the theory that you need to know. Okay, now we will go through the movements that occur in each of these planes. Okay, before discussing this, I want to tell you one thing, that is, whenever we read a topic, 3 questions must pop up into our brain. That is, why do we read that topic? What is the use of that topic? And how do we apply that topic to our med courses or to our careers or to our daily lives, right? So now, why do we study the planes and movements that are occurring on those planes is because, see, as of physiotherapy, talking about physiotherapy particularly, you are supposed to rehabilitate the movement, right? The movements that occur in the human body are supposed to be rehabilitated by a physiotherapist. So here, when we know the normal movements, normal plane of those movements, normal range of motion, then only we can treat the abnormal cases, right? Then only we can treat the patients that have some problem with their movements. For example, if we there is a particular movement in which the range of motion has been decreased. Okay, then when you are thorough about these topics, you will definitely, like, you will immediately get to know that, okay, this is the movement, this occurs in this plane and range of motion would be this much. So you're going to give exercises on the basis of that to enhance or increase the range of motion. Okay, that is the importance of reading this topic. Okay, now let's go through the movements. The first one is your frontal plane. In frontal plane, the movements occurring would be side to side movements. So they would be abduction and adduction. At sagittal plane or in sagittal plane, the movements that would be occurring would be front to back. So the movements would be flexion and extension. The third one would be at the transverse plane. The movements that would be occurring at the transverse plane would be your external or lateral rotation and your internal or your medial rotation. So that is all about the theory. Now we will go for the pictures, and then we will go thoroughly through all the pictures so that we can understand each of these planes and those movements easily. Now we will see the movements occurring at each plane. So let's go. So that is all about today's video. I hope you clearly understood it and it was of some help. And if you have any queries, comment down in the comment section below. Also, if you want me to make some topics videos, please let me know in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe. Please keep supporting. Thanks for watching.